Total Eclipse Turbo is a very fascinating graphical showpiece of early 3D gaming, especially in the mid-90s. It was originally released for the 3DO, known as just Turbo Eclipse. Then they re-released it for the PS1 in 1995 and added the Turbo moniker to it. Despite the Turbo label, it actually really doesn't do much else, really. Like, there's no improvements. But I don't care because I still love that title. It's a better title. Total Eclipse Turbo is actually the very first officially released PlayStation 1 game, at least in the United States. And that's kind of a big deal, but unfortunately, even though the game is cool as hell, it's not great, and then it makes me wonder, is it not good? And I can't decide. I can't decide if it's me being terrible or the game itself. There are things that frustrate me, but before I get into the gameplay, I have to say that visually, I think the game is a marvel. I love the way the graphics look. I think it looks amazing looking. It just has that charm to it that it's hard to describe, but I guess you have to be someone who grew up in the 90s to really appreciate it. A lot of the ships that you fight in, especially in the earlier levels of the game, that have the two arches, they remind me and look like the ships that you see in the movie Tron, like the Tron movies, and I'm a massive Tron fan. So now let's get into the gameplay. Well, it is quite fun during good portions of the game. There are parts of the game that are bullshit. The rate of speed of your ship is an issue, and it's hard to describe. It seems like you're going too fast when you don't want to, because you know you're going to crash into shit. And then the game decides your rate of speed, sort of. Like, you can control your own rate of speed, but at times the game's like, nope, you have to go this fast instead. Kind of. And then also, the game is just too difficult as you progress. It gets pretty damn hard, especially by the end of the first stage. Level 2 is also very difficult. The game expects you to do these amazing sharp turns with your ship as the ship continues to thrust forward, which is fair. I mean, that's how shooters are, but still, I think they should have designed the environments and the levels better for your ship, especially for its wide-angle size. And I think that's really the issue here. It really does prevent you from thinking this is some great game from a relic of the past. And I really I love the way the game looks, and I love the title of the game. Do I like the game in general? Yes. Do I think it's a good game? Not really. I want to say it is, but I have to be brutally honest. But I do think it's a decent game for the era. I give Total Eclipse Turbo a 5 out of 10. I know that's harsh, and that doesn't sound like a good review, but, you know, it's somewhere in the middle. Like, it's a decent game. If I gave it a 6, that's being a little too generous. Okay, you know. But still, it was really cool looking, and I will forever love it for its charm. And another thing I love about it is I love the video game company Crystal Dynamics, which used to be a big deal back then. Their big system that they made games for was the 3DO. That was like their system, and they marketed Gex as the mascot for the 3DO game system. A lot of the early 3DO games were ported over to the PS1. I loved seeing Gex with his sunglasses and him hanging out on the Crystal Dynamics logo on all the 90s Crystal Dynamics video game box art covers. That was awesome, seeing my man Gex right there with his sunglasses. It was so fucking cool to see that shit. And I'm glad that Gex is back now. When are we going to get Gex 4? It should have happened already. But anyway, please like and subscribe. My name is SuperPat98, and I'll see you all again real soon.